They have that's Western. Mm-hmm. Western. Let me tell you how crazy Western.
Let's talk about Western, because when I first moved here, the Pussycat Theater was right there. Am I right about that? The porno theater, right on Western and Sunset, but it was actually on Western.
Western and Sunset.
So it was just north of Sunset. The Pussycat Theater is one of the last porno theaters still around. In the late 90s, it was still around. Wow.
I don't.
Now it's a UCB.
I just know that I used to go to Sprint over there.
Uh-huh.
Hollywood and Western has the lumber place, the hardware store.
Right, all that.
And you go in there and there's Mexicans outside.
Right.
And they have a Mexican food catering truck.
Uh-huh.
Those Mexicans could not slip because the Mexicans that were landscapers and builders that were hungry would stab them. If you ever want good Mexican food in Hollywood, forget about all those cliche restaurants.
The truck.
Go to the truck at what's the name of that?
Home Depot?
Home Depot.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to be funny here.
I know.
They have a carne asada.
Yeah.
Like a thing on a bone, a thin steak on a bone there with rice and beans, Lee.
Yeah, it sounds
sure.
delicious.
Your heart will blow up. But I used to be there. Used to be a Sprint there. There's a Hawaiian restaurant thing there.
Yeah.
And next to the Hawaiian restaurant thing, there's like a thing where you buy sheds.
Uh-huh.
And then across the street, there's a McDonald's. Right on Sunset in Hollywood.
Yes.
There's a McDonald's. Behind the McDonald's is Food for Less.
Yeah.
That was that neighborhood. That street after sunset, go past Sunset at night and see what you see for those next 3 blocks.
Right.
It's not
Mad
pretty.
Max.
It's not pretty.
Yeah.
So one night, I go to El Compadre to cop coke.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm listening.
This has to be, I quit doing coke in 2007. 2004, like I said, sometimes you don't need material
Right.
in your life. You just have comedy appears. And that time I had a lot of comedy that came to me. And one night I was walking into El Compadre through the back door to cop from the Armenian. But before I could get to the Armenian, a kid came up to me on a bicycle. A Mexican dude. He's like, hey, how you doing? he starts talking to me and shit.
Yeah.
This is a true story. He starts talking to me and shit. ¿Cómo está? And I thought I knew him.
Uh-huh.
I think he knew me from the longest yard.
Okay.
Let's be honest. So it was like 2005.
Okay.
Because I dealt with him for 2 years only. And I dealt with him in extreme situations.
Uh-huh.
So this is how this guy sold you coke. He talked to me that first time. He's like, hey, ¿cómo está? And he goes, ¿qué está buscando? Like, what are you looking for? And I didn't know if the Armenian was there. I didn't know.
Right.
Perico, and he goes, and he goes in his pocket, bro, right outside. It's got to be 8:30 at night. There's people on the balcony at El Compadre. We're in a parking lot.
Yeah.
He goes in his pocket, takes out a Coke Rock, and just fucking puts it in my nose. Right?
Really?
He goes, here, try this.
That's delivery right
He
there.
puts it right in my nose with his fucking with his little HIV finger, whatever the fuck.
Right.
He had, his hepatitis C, because that's how you get hepatitis, by snorting coke with $100 bills and bills.
Yeah.
That's how a lot of people have hepatitis today. They'll
No
give you
kidding.
that in the question, did you snort coke from a straw or intravenous?
Right.
Because when you put your straw in your nose and then you put in your nose, that's how people would get
Hep C? You get hepatitis C?
The hep, yeah, the hep. So what we talking about is this guy,
You all right, Lee?
I brought him back. Yeah, I'm right.
this guy had like hepatitis C or whatever. It doesn't really matter. He put the Coke Rock in my nose, and immediately I was fucked up.
Uh-huh.
And he goes, what do you want? And I go, what's a gram? And he goes, yeah. He just said, so I gave him $60, and no wrapping, no nothing. He just took a bag out, and he goes, dame la mano. And I put my hand out. He just put a chunk on my hand.
Wow.
And I just closed it. I go, that's a lot of coke. He goes, pati, first time deal.
Yeah.
And he goes, if you want to find me, I'm on Sunset and Western.
Coke for less.
So I go, Sunset and Western, right? I go, okay, no worry. I'll keep that in mind. I take the coke home. It's fire.
Uh-huh.
It's fire.
Nice.
So in those days, I had like 3 or 4 drug dealers because I didn't want them to know how much coke I was really doing.
Right.
So
You don't want to be judged by your drug dealer.
I had the Armenian at El Compadre. I had the guitar player at El Compadre.
Uh-huh.
I had my black buddy, D Money, and I had John Blaze, the bartender at one of those Hollywood clubs.
Yeah.
So
that
I had,
sounds familiar.
I had 4 different drug dealers, and nobody knew. Nobody knew I had tabs. I always had a tab with D Money.
Mm-hmm.
and I wouldn't have a tab with John Blaze. I always had a tab with the Armenian, but the guitar player, though, Compadre, wouldn't give me a tab.
Yeah.
So it was nights where you're all tabbed up.
Right.
And the other two dealers aren't around.
Yeah. I got to pay for this?
So one night I'm sitting there in my apartment. I'm drawing. I'm about to jerk off for the 8th time.
Sure.
I'm like, I got to get some more Coke. And all of a sudden I heard, come to Sunset and Western. I'm always there. And I'm like,
You had a little flashback like in a movie?
like in a movie. Like I heard like that voice, like you can do it. You know, like when he's about to lose, he's swimming.
Yeah.
And you get like a vision of your father.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah, what's he say? What's SpiderMan?
The Uncle Ben.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Responsibility. What the uncle?
With great power comes great responsibility.
So I'm sitting there and I hear like,
Right.
go to Sunset and Western.
With debt comes more hookups.
Yeah, with great power comes responsibility. I heard his voice. Give me that whole Spider-Man speech.
Yeah.
So I got in my car and I went to the street past Western on Hollywood Boulevard. And I made a right down the Sunset. And I drove up and I'm like looking around. I don't know what they yell for. It's 2 a.m. That part of town is kind of empty. I get to Hollywood and Western at that light. It was a red light. I'm like, okay, I look at the McDonald's. It's open then. I think they closed it.
Yeah.
But that's why I bought breakfast for my wife and her 2 girlfriends when my daughter Mercy was born. I got the call at like 4. We're going to go into labor, and I stopped at McDonald's. Is open. Like, I brought breakfast. They're like, oh, it fucking smells. So I'm sitting there eating Egg McMuffins, the whole fucking deal. So I'm at that light.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't even know if I should make a noise, if I got to beep.
Right.
Or whatever. So, dog, the light changes. I'm like the second car in the lane. The light changes, and I'm driving. But guess what?
What?
At the next light, there's a red light. At the next corner, there's a red light. Who do you think comes up to me in this little bicycle?
Yoda.
He comes up and goes, hey, how you doing? You come here and you find me. It's 2 in the fucking morning. He goes, pull over. So right there by Sunset, we just pulled over on his bicycle. He came around, opened up the fucking car door. First thing he does is make sure you're not a cop. He puts a Coke rock in your nose.
Oh, really?
There's no conversation.
Gotcha.
There's no conversation.
What does that accomplish? Like, if you got a Coke rock in your nose, you can't be a cop?
If he puts it in and you snort it, he knows you're not a cop.
Gotcha.
In his mind.
Gotcha.
So he would give you a little taste. And you're like, wow.
I'm ready to buy.
And you're like 50, and he'd give you a little Coke thing with no package, no nothing. You'd just be driving home on Sunset. Like
handful of Coke.
Like a handful of Coke, like a delivery boy from Domino's.
Windows rolled up.
You think I'm fucking kidding you?
No AC.
How many times that guy gave me Coke in the palm of my hand with not a fucking... But that's how bad Western used to be. So Food for Less is right there. And there's something else right there, too, that's kind of scary.
Everything over there is sketchy. But now they're making a shopping mall out of it, aren't they?
Okay, but you know where that McDonald's is?
Yeah.
Across the street from that, to let you guys know how fucking crazy Hollywood is.
Yeah.
Was one of the biggest casting offices in this town.
Right.
Really?
Yeah. That right across the street from that McDonald's. If you look, there's like a bunch of like, sell your kids, those type of buildings, like get a loan tonight.
Yeah.
Sell your daughter to the Mexican cartel.
Right.
And then there's like a little house that's you think like who would live there? 20 years ago, Travolta was going to do a movie for fucking the director from Drugstore Cowboy.
Gus Van Sant.
We're going to do a movie about a singer that used 2 stand-ups. And we went to the studio first and read. But the final callback was at that house. I remember going there like at 10 in the morning. Going, what the fuck is this shit?
Right.
Like, what is this? And that was the first time ever that I went into a room. Travolta was in the room.
No shit.
And I go out of all the studios and shit I've been to. There's never an actor there.
Right.
I come to the haunted house on Western Boulevard, and there's fucking Travolta here with fucking Gus Van Sant.
That's crazy, man.
I was laughing the other day because I watch I've been watching Cheers, and Joey always says how old L.A. is. They had a scene in L.A. By that clown liquor store.
Yeah.
It looks the same. It looks the same from
Right.
89.
They're not changing that. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
That whole block.
The clown is on violin?
Yeah.
Yeah, that scary
That
ass
whole
drunk clown.
That whole block looks the same from like 1990.
Cheers was 1990, and that block still looks the same. I think
I would say
Cheers
so.
was a little earlier.
Well, no.
Cheers was earlier.
I'm in the last couple seasons now.
Okay.
Cheers was like early 80s to early 90s.
That's funny because last night they had Less Than Zero on,
yeah.
and they scrolled through different places of Beverly Hills, and none of those places are there.
Oh yeah, Beverly Hills.
But when they scrolled through Hollywood, I saw Hollywood Neon. That's all I remember.
Right.
But there's times like when you watch Lethal Weapon. The first Lethal Weapon is hilarious. That's the neighborhood I lived in.
Yeah.
1 minute he's on Schrader, and 2 minutes later he's fighting, what's his name, under the 101.
Right.
It's impossible.
It is impossible.
It's impossible. And when he goes, I'm going to go head for him. I'll cut him off on Vine.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
You ain't anywhere near
It would
Vine.
take you 35 minutes to cut him off on fucking
You
Vine.
need a helicopter.
You know, when you watch Pretty Women,
Yeah.
watch Pretty Women, you'll die. When they go down Hollywood Boulevard, you're like, oh my God, that's still there?
Yeah.